Hi guys. So I want to share my personal experience with the Aufnahmeprüfung of the Hochschule Kaiserslautern. And if you're planning to do an Aufnahmeprüfung, I also have something special for you, but that's for later in the video. Now I want to talk about my experience so that you can learn from my rights and my wrongs also. So I took the test online in my home country through a Goethe Institute partnership program. So I didn't have to go to Germany specifically to take this test. That's an advantage of this Studienkolleg of Kaiserslautern because they have this option of this online test, but that doesn't matter because the exam, the questions, the structure is the same for everyone. So the exam was online, but you don't do it from home. Actually, I had to travel to another city to do this exam in a Goethe Institute branch that was closest to me. Once I was in the building, the director of this branch, he led me to a room where I would have my exam. And the funny thing is that in my region, I was the only one doing this Aufnahmetest. So in the room was just me, the director, and another IT guy. Like in my country, there were more people, but they were not in the same region as me. So yeah, now talking about the exam itself. So we have 60 minutes for the math section for 30 exercises. And for the German part, you got 40 minutes for 8 C tests. So you can see that you don't got much time, and that actually ended up being a problem for me actually, as I will tell you soon. So also no calculators are allowed in math, but it actually was not required either because in this Aufnahmetest all the answers, they're all in integer numbers, so you don't have to worry about complex calculations. So now about math part specifically, 2 minutes per questions on average. So because of the time, the questions, they're basically all designed to be solved very quickly, yes, but also very easily. They're not so profound questions. They're like either you know how to solve it and it's easy, or you just don't know and there's nothing you can do. Like, that's it. The German part, time is enough here, about 5 minutes per C test, and each C test had, I think, 20 gaps each, and the level is B2. So because I did like many C tests in my preparation, sometimes I saw half of the word and I automatically knew the other half, like without even thinking. That was actually something that saved a lot of time and ended up helping me a lot because when I was finished, I still had like 5 minutes remaining. But in math, it wasn't like that. Actually, I made a mistake in math. I spent too much in a few math questions early on, so leaving fewer minutes for the rest, and that caused me to run out of time before I could solve all the problems. And I think I ended up like leaving the three last problems unsolved. And yeah, my mistake was that in some questions I would keep thinking for too long or double checking for errors, which is something you should not prioritize in such an exam because of the time. So, end of the story, I actually ended up passing. When I saw the results, I was like very happy and I immediately told my parents, and I actually ended up passing with a good marks. I think it was 83%, in German and 75% in math. So that was like third place from 110 students, I think, something like this. And as I remember from like 110 students, only 38 passed. And as soon as I got the message that I passed, I didn't even think like twice. I accepted my place. So yeah, I just want to say that it's possible. I made some mistakes, but either way I managed to pass. So you see, it's completely achievable. And actually more than just that, if you prepare yourself enough, you will succeed. Okay? Don't worry. So perhaps this message is right for you. So do not give up. Okay? Visualize yourself in a Studienkolleg. Okay? This will help you. And if that's really your dream, go for it, right? This place in Studienkolleg is waiting for you. Prepare yourself very well. You got this, okay? I know it can be hard. When I was doing my preparation, I almost gave up because of the pressure, actually. And I know it can be hard sometimes, especially if you're alone. If you're alone in this journey, if you don't have access to help, to easy help. So that's why, if you want some personalized help, like a guidance to your admission process in Studienkolleg, so individual support for the Aufnahmetest itself, and also for anything else about Studienkolleg, like bureaucracy, housing, finances, documents, visa, like there are many things you have to consider when applying to Studienkolleg, I know. So if you want help, I can guide you through all this process individually, okay? And it's completely tailor made for your situation. So you tell me what Studienkolleg you want, what course you want, and I provide you a guide through all this process from the moment of your application until you land in Germany. So this is if you want some guide from someone who went through the same process as you. So if you think that would be interesting for you, feel free to contact me. I'll leave a link in the description where you can apply. It's an application form. I'll be ready to help you. And yeah, so I'll see you in the next video.